Hello, I have just now heard from Val and he has shared something beautiful. He says, just listen to it all. Thank you. A brief excerpt from something I'm working on, if I may. Of course, you may, Val. Let me read it and I'll try to finish it before the 2 minutes 20 seconds for Twitter. Does loving one's enemy mean being a wimp? Of course not. It is important to note our grave responsibility to protect the innocent. Mortal threat must be met with commensurate defense. Loving one's enemy is a command of God, but so is aiming for the center of his chest, if that's the only way to keep him from killing your wife and children. We have no right to endanger the innocent before an unrelenting aggressor in the name of peace. There are things worth fighting for. Remember, if you haven't found anything worth dying for, you have nothing worth living for. I have always found a moving example of this paradox of loving one's enemy in the great American general Robert E. Lee, the brilliant supreme commander of the Confederacy during the American Civil War. Lee was a bold tactician, knew that the best way to end the horror of war was to impose maximum damage in the minimum amount of time. Ironically, though a fierce commander, he was a very gentle and religious man. He always referred to the Union Army as those people because he said that he could never really bring himself to call his fellow Americans the enemy. He was willing to implore God's help to kill them by the tens of thousands because it was the only way to end the struggle, yet he was utterly unwilling to hate them. That is beautifully written, Val. I completely agree. That is in accord with my understanding of Robert E. Lee as well. And I think if my grandfather had the chance to meet Robert Lee, he would have considered it a lifetime's privilege. Thank you, Val. Thank you.